The Crusades, a deep dive into historical conflict and cultural exchange. Welcome to our deep dive into the Crusades, a series of significant historical events that took place from the late 11th century to the late 13th century. This period was characterized by military campaigns as well as deep social, political, and cultural exchanges between Christian and Muslim worlds. Join us as we explore the origins of the Crusades, their key events, notable figures, and their enduring legacy. Historical context and origins. To understand the Crusades, we must consider the broader historical context of the time. By the late 11th century, Europe was experiencing a variety of social and political changes. Feudalism was the dominant system, and local lords held significant power. At the same time, the Byzantine Empire was in decline, facing threats from expanding Muslim territories, particularly the Seljuk Turks, who had taken control of much of Anatolia and threatened Constantinople. Religious fervor was also growing in Europe. The Christian Church had immense influence and sought to unite Christendom under a common cause. The pilgrimage to Jerusalem, believed to be the site of Jesus Christ's life, death, and resurrection, had spiritual significance for many Christians. In 1095, Pope Urban II called for the First Crusade during the Council of Clermont in France. His intention was to respond to the request from Byzantine Emperor Alexios III for military support against the Seljuk Turks. Urban framed the crusade as a spiritual endeavor, promising participants spiritual rewards, including forgiveness of sins. The First Crusade, 1096-1099. The First Crusade began in 1096 and is often noted for its significant military achievements. Thousands of people from various backgrounds, including knights, peasants, and clergy, responded to the call. They set off on a long and arduous journey to the Holy Land, motivated by a combination of religious zeal, adventure, and opportunities for land and wealth. The journey was treacherous, and many faced hardships such as starvation, disease, and conflict with local populations. The Crusaders captured key locations along the way, including Nicaea and Antioch. In 1099, after a lengthy siege, the Crusaders captured Jerusalem. The capture of Jerusalem was marked by a violent confrontation, but it also established several Crusader states, including the Kingdom of Jerusalem. Subsequent Crusades. Following the First Crusade, several additional crusades took place, each with different motivations, outcomes, and levels of success. The Second Crusade, 1147-1149, launched in response to the fall of the county of Edessa to Muslim forces. The Second Crusade was led by prominent European monarchs like Louis VII of France and Conrad III of Germany. The campaign ultimately failed to achieve its objectives, ending with the Crusaders suffering defeats in both Edessa and Damascus. The Third Crusade, 1189-1192, triggered by the capture of Jerusalem by Saladin in 1187, the Third Crusade featured leaders like Richard the Lionheart of England, Philip II of France, and Frederick Barbarossa of the Holy Roman Empire. The Crusaders achieved some military victories but ultimately negotiated for access to Jerusalem without capturing the city, which remained under Muslim control. The Fourth Crusade, 1202-1204. Originally aimed at recapturing Jerusalem, the Fourth Crusade took a dramatic turn when Crusaders diverted their efforts to Constantinople. The result was the sacking of the city in 1204, which deepened the divide between Eastern Orthodox and Roman Catholic Christians. Key figures in the Crusades. Throughout the Crusades, several prominent figures emerged, each leaving their mark on history. Pope Urban II. His call to arms initiated the First Crusade, reflecting the interplay of faith and politics in medieval Europe. Richard the Lionheart, known for his valor and military skill, He is often romanticized as a chivalrous hero. His leadership during the Third Crusade has left a lasting legacy. Saladin, the Muslim leader who recaptured Jerusalem in 1187, Saladin is often remembered for his chivalrous treatment of defeated foes. He became a symbol of noble leadership in Islamic history. Consequences of the Crusades. The Crusades had profound social, political, and cultural consequences that extended far beyond the immediate military outcomes. Cultural exchange. The Crusades facilitated increased interaction between Christian and Muslim cultures. This exchange contributed to the sharing of knowledge, including advancements in science, medicine, and philosophy. Economic impact. The desire for trade led to enhanced commercial routes between Europe and the East. This stimulated the growth of towns and a burgeoning merchant class. Religious tensions. While some viewed the Crusades as a noble effort, the wars also intensified religious conflicts. The violence and distrust generated during the Crusades had long-lasting effects on Christian-Muslim relations, the effects of which are still felt in various forms today. Legacy of the Crusades. The legacy of the Crusades is complex and multifaceted. They are viewed as a series of conflicts with deep religious significance, but they also represent a period of cultural exchange and transformation. The Crusades influenced future military campaigns and ideologies, affecting how religious conflicts were perceived. The stories of the Crusades have been captured in literature, art, and popular culture, often romanticizing their themes of heroism, sacrifice, and struggle. Modern interpretations of the Crusades continue to evolve as historians seek to understand the motives, experiences, and consequences involved. They remain a profound example of how faith and zeal can drive human actions, for better and for worse. In conclusion, the Crusades were significant events that shaped the medieval world and had deep implications for Christian and Muslim relations, trade, and cultural exchange. They remind us of the complexities of historical conflict and the importance of understanding different perspectives. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the Crusades. We hope you gained deeper insights into this intricate and impactful period in history. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Until next time.